So following on from last week's fantastic premiere, The Last Children of Krypton continues Kara's team up with her cousin Superman and their fight against John Corbin, aka Metallo, now upgraded thanks to the kryptonite technology of Cadmus Labs. Coupled with this plot is the less action-packed one that sees Kara, who recently decided to become a reporter, meeting her new boss Snapper Carr, a character who first appeared in the Brave and the Bold series from the 1960s and became a sort of sidekick to the Justice League of America. Here he is a no-nonsense reporter who doesn't really seem to like Kara all that much and doesn't seem to like that Cat Grant is sort of forcing Kara on him when she hasn't proved herself, which kind of aggravates Kara a little bit. The action in this episode was pretty fantastic. Seeing Superman and Supergirl fighting off Metallo and another kryptonite powered cyborg was pretty cool, and seeing how they use their brains and not just their brawn and brute strength to defeat these villains is actually really cool. We also got a look at Metropolis, which unfortunately, because of the whole shoot change to Vancouver and everything, still looks like Vancouver. It's kind of that overcast thing, but it was really cool. We got to see Krypton Park, which is an area of Metropolis that has a Superman symbol statue and looks really cool. I'm guessing they're kind of going for that whole Queensland Park thing in the comics where they have a Superman statue in it. In this case, they have a Superman symbol statue. Actually named the park Krypton Park, which is quite interesting. This episode also dug a little bit deeper into the whole Superman Martian Manhunter rivalry that we saw in the first episode, where Superman doesn't really trust John a lot, mainly because the DEO have kryptonite, something that actually factors heavily in this episode, seeing as the kryptonite that Cadmus used was stolen from the DEO by a mole on the DEO team, something that Alex actually goes to great lengths to find out and almost costs her life, and she actually has run in with the mysterious woman behind the whole Cadmus Labs, and I imagine she's going to appear quite a bit this season. I'm really intrigued to see what they're going to do with Cadmus Labs. I'm really excited that they're bringing these sorts of things into the show, especially now, since it's kind of but not really in the same universe as Flash, and they can explore all these different things with the characters and all these different places that were in the characters. I'm really hoping we get to actually see more stuff from the Superman mythos and Supergirl mythos, so stuff like maybe Steelworks, maybe John Henry. That'd be pretty cool. Another really cool development this episode was that we find out that Jimmy actually steps into Cat Grant's position as CEO or acting CEO of Catco, since Cat Grant actually leaves, and it's actually a pretty cool scene seeing her have quite an intimate moment with Kara. It's something they haven't really had. She's been Kara's mentor for the whole first season and the first couple of episodes of this season, and it's really cool seeing how their relationship grows. I didn't really care for Cat Grant to begin with. I didn't really like the way they were portraying her character, but here it's really good. I think they've really built up a really cool character, and I hope she actually does stick around. I think Calista Flockhart is now just going to be a guest star in a couple of episodes, and I hope she actually comes back, and I hope her son comes back as well. I'd like them to redo the story where her son is actually murdered by Toyman, and they have to go through all that, and I think that was a really cool comic and really interesting progression for the character. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, this episode was really great, featured some really great action and stuff, and there was some really great Martian Manhunter Clark stuff, like I said before, especially in the Fortress of Solitude. They actually both go to the Fortress of Solitude, which is really cool, and for the first time in live action we actually hear Kryptonian spoken, which is really cool. I'm really surprised that somewhere in, Smallville never did any of that, or Lois and Clark never did any of that. It's very strange that it's taken like this long for them to actually speak Kryptonian in a live action film, especially when like films have actually been on Krypton, so like Man of Steel and the old Superman movies. I'm really surprised they never decided to go the length and, actually develop a language like they have here, and I hope it actually stays around and we actually hear Kara speak a little bit more of it. She spoke one line of it later on in the show, and I hope we actually get to see more of it. The Fortress Solitude stuff was really cool, as well as the fight at the end where it was Martian Manhunter, Superman, Supergirl and Alex all teaming up in two separate cities to fight these two Metallos. I thought it was fucking amazing. It was awesome. Really cool to see two Justice League members actually fighting with each other and against a villain who's actually quite a big villain, you know, Metallo. I thought that was really cool. I actually hope we see more of Metallo, and I imagine we will. I mean, he'll somehow get into Cadmus's hands or something, or escape the DEO or something. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. I think there's some big things happening, and I hope Superman actually comes back. I know the showrunners are trying to get him back, and I know they've said they could only get him for these 2 episodes, but maybe the critical acclaim that he's actually getting, that Tyler Hoechlin's actually getting, might actually get him back. I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my latest video. Hope you enjoyed it. While you're here, why not check out another one of my reviews, like and subscribe my channel for more reviews and videos, and follow me on Twitter at Matt_FOS. Thanks guys, and I will see you all next time.